evening, YouTube. Here with you on this Friday evening. I kind of had a request from Bob Gibbons, who I want to say hi to, and I hope you feel better, Bob. Said he was feeling a little under the weather today. I gave him a kind of said, what would you like to see next on the bench? And basically I was going for the Heathkit C3 or the GE AM Shortwave or something entirely new. And he thought maybe we ought to revisit this AM Shortwave again. So guess what? That's what we're doing. And as soon as I can turn this on, I'll show you what I've got done so far. Alright, you can see I have the once again I have the volume control tore apart. These wipers here, there's two here, make contact with this ring here in the center, and then there's two that make contact with the actual carbon trace that runs around here. I'm not getting all this but all the carbon trace runs around here. That's what the other two make contact with. I think over the years this thing has gotten weak, and every time this moves a little bit or rattles a little bit, whatever you want to call it, it's a little bit, not totally shaky, but there's a little bit of play there, and I think that may be part of the problem. And so what I had planned to do was to bring that up and hopefully get it to where it makes better contact with the surface that it's supposed to contact. Now that could be here or there, I guess, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you both of them. You can see where they're at and how far they're raised off of the one, basically here and here, and the other one is here and here, and we'll raise both of them up and show you what we got then. It should make a little better contact if nothing else. So let me turn this off and get the magnification in here so I don't ruin everything, and we'll be right back. Alright, back with you one more time. I have the I don't know how well you can tell, but those have been raised up. Not a lot. I don't if you overbend these things, it's not good either. So I've just tried to be gentle with it and bring it up a little bit, and I think that's should be good as far as I know. The same with the other one. Now I did probably bend this one a little bit more than I did the other one, but you know, when it makes contact with the carbon trace, it will go back down where it's supposed to be. It just should have a better bite on the surface, I guess is what I should say. So that's what we're going to give a shot to. I've already cleaned this prior to this, so there's no sense of cleaning again. That shouldn't help anything. And I think that's what we're going to give a shot to. Let me put it back together and we'll try it out. Alright, well, she is back together. I having a little problem with the on-off portion of the switch. Doesn't want to shut off. It does move the thing up, but it doesn't actually go into position where it should be unless I actually force that into it. So gonna have to keep an eye on that one, and we'll see what happens. But also I want to show you something else on this other camera. You can see that is turning. I know that may not seem like much to you, but this thing quit on me last year. It was getting to be winter time, and I didn't really care, and I told my new landlord about it, and they said, oh yeah, they'd take care of it. Well, they hadn't actually done anything with it. So I just got to playing with it. It's getting a little warm in here, and I don't want to turn that air conditioner on unless I have to, so I got playing with it. I actually got the darn thing to work. So it's not on fast speed, I don't think, but you know, I'll take what I can get right now. So that makes a heck of a difference in here with that fan going. So alright, just want to show you that. Alright, let's put this thing back in and we will test it out, see what it does. Alright, back here once more. Have the radio hooked up. Got 6.3 volts going into it. Seems to be a problem with it though. I think I've got this backwards. That's why that's not working right.
This is Bob Pointer, and we have 3D chips featuring 9
that seems to be working better, but you know, like I said, I've got this backwards. The little thing that turns it on and off. That's why it's not shutting off right. It's on the wrong side, so I've got to change that around. But
BobPointerSeymour.com, and we look forward to earning your business for many years to come. Thank you.
Does seem to be working a lot better though. I guess you could see what I was actually doing to be helpful. All right, like I said, this is
a commitment to a
this is working better. I think that was part of the problem, if not all of the problem.
Banking app to help save you valuable time. German American products
So,
to help you with whatever comes next.
like I said, the only thing that is wrong with it is backwards. I'm supposed to be able to turn it off now, right there, but it doesn't do that. I've got that on backwards. That little thing with it. That's why it's not. That's why it's not doing what it's supposed to do on the other side. So we'll have to switch that around, and that should make everything work better, I think. So I'll do that and bring you back, and we'll see what it sounds like then. Stay tuned. Alright, back again. I now have it set the way it's supposed to be set. And you'll hear it does shut off now. And turns back on. No annoying static either. So. Sounds much better. Now I think if I can just get the rest of this lined out, I should say. I think this will be okay. Alright, try the other way and see what happens the other way. There is just nothing out there as far as, and you know, as far as what else this thing picks up. So, I don't know. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Alright, like I say, it gets the local solicitation, that's about it. But the volume control,
surgical procedures. Your eye doctor can help you decide.
Working much better.
See the doctors at Connor Smith Eye Center today. 812.
I think we're going to conclude this on this note.
See your future clearly.
And I don't know what I'm going to do to this next. Bob suggested the other germanium transistors in this radio was being noisy, and that's what I'm picking up with all that static noise, staticky noise, which I guess is possible. But I don't plan on replacing every transistor in here. So we may have to get the signal generator out and see what it does on the other end of the band, and see if that's a problem or what. But we'll do something with it. And like I say, I've come too far just to abandon it. So we want to do that. And
that makes one of them.
that's the on and off switch doing that.
The one that being second only because the scroll was white. There's a strike called 2 balls and 2 strikes. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion on that. I don't think we'll see that those runs wasn't at all what he gave up there in the third.
Alright, going to knock this off for now. Alright, well, back again. I wanted to let you know that the antenna that I ordered came in. This is the old one. As you can see, it's broke. And this is the new one on here. So, it seems to be working pretty good. And that's much better than it was. So, happy with that. Along with that package, I got this package. Now, that may not look like much. It's obviously from China. The number on it is UE195925911CN. Got my address on it. Got the return address on it. The description is welding mother. Now, knowing how the Chinese call soldering welding, I'm assuming it's a welding, but mother? In any case, I cannot find this anywhere, and if you can see that, there's nothing in it. It's completely empty. That rip was in there just like that, and there's nothing there. So I checked everything I could think of where I had packages outstanding and could not find it. So if I had a date or something like that to go by, maybe that would give me an indication. It just has from then 32 in 015 or something like that. Seems like the name, and like I said, China. So no date on it that I can tell of anyway. It says untracked, which a lot of stuff coming out of China is not tracked. Can't read the. It says gross weight 0 grams, I think, is kilograms maybe. Welding mother. I don't know. I thought maybe I could track or find that number where they wrote that number down or something, but there's nothing there. I may take this to the post office and see what they think about it. I'm just curious to see what it was. If I am in fact missing anything, it'd be nice to know. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's that. Alright, gonna close this out. You've seen the radio, and you see it does play a lot better than it did. I did finally get the volume control back on correctly, and so the on and off switch works. That's good. I showed you the fan. The fan is working now in here. That makes a big difference. And so I think that's it. We're gonna go ahead and make a video out of this and see what happens. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you.
That's all, folks.